Well, good morning, wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. Coming at you live, raw, real, bedhead and all. No filter. Scars out on display. So unlike most of the videos I've made since, well, filters were a thing. You see, I think my face is beautiful. I'm almost 50, but it's never been my face that the filters are the reasons that I use. It's my neck. It's my biggest insecurity. But now, recently, it's become one of my favorite things. If I were to sit here and try to figure out everything God has shown me in the past 4 months, like I have been doing, if I were to wait to share this with you until I could figure it all out for you, because I know God, I know He's done this with me because, well, He made me. He formed me in the womb and He knew me long before. Jeremiah 1:5. And I am a part of a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. And there are royal bloodlines here amongst us. As in the days of Noah, so shall it be when the coming of the Son of Man occurs. There were giants in those days and also after that. The hybrid between fallen angels and mortals. And after the giants, they sinned against the beasts and the birds and the fowl of the earth. Oh, the birds and the fowl, that's the same thing, but the fish. In other words, there were different types of hybrids. Inter-reptilians, aliens, the greys. Those are not things from distant galaxies. We know better. There's a firmament. There's no getting out or getting in. They're called extraterrestrials. Terra means land. If they were from distant galaxies, they would be extra-celestials. Oh, but they can't do that because celestial and terrestrial, those are the two types of creatures, two types of entities that God created. Celestial, meaning angel, and terrestrial, meaning mortals, humans. Those were the two originals. All of that changed when a third came into play after the Nephilim, the hybrids. And yes, my beautiful friends, it is written that, like I said, just as in the days of Noah, so shall it be right now. Meaning there will be Nephilim. There will be hybrids. There will be a royal bloodline. There will be people that you think are just people that are not just people at all. Enter Rh negative. People with gifts and abilities. People who have been able to see into the spirit. Psychics, people who have telekinesis, remote viewing, all of those nifty gifts and talents that were targeted in the 80s, 90s, and even today with things like GT or the GATE program. Stars. And we know by now stars are not out in some galaxy because once again, Firmament, He calls each one by their name. Stars are angels, my friends. Be careful how you entertain a stranger. Be certain to show hospitality to strangers, because you may have just entertained an angel unaware. The Bible tells us right there are angels among us. But what God has shown me over the past 4 months, it is not as rare or random as we thought. There are angels all around you. And He calls them each by their name. But if I were to sit here, like I have been trying to over the past 4 months, to figure out the answers before I share everything God's shown me to help you guys, because that's what I do. I'm a helper, I'm a fixer, I'm a thinker. I'm a critical thinker. My Abba blessed me with the most beautiful mind. But the other thing He gave me that I think is more incredible than this beautiful mind is this beautiful heart. Ooh, some days it's crippling. The level of compassion I feel is not normal. It is otherworldly. But on that level, I have been working tirelessly in the supernatural for the past 4 months. I don't think I've dipped my toes in the natural in a long, long time. The things that I have seen, the things that I have experienced, the things that I have witnessed, and the things that I have learned, well, if I had even a shred of ounce of respect for Hollywood, we'd be making this into a movie, but I can't think of a single person I'd want to play me. So I will just tell my story here. I will start to blow the trumpet. Because I cannot sit here and try to figure it all out on my own. That isn't fair to you, and I can feel that time is running out. This isn't going to be neat and pieced together beautifully like most of my videos. It's not going to be able to be scripted. Because again, that is another reason I have not been able to share it. There is no way for me to be able to organize everything Abba has shown me. So, I'm going to do what my Abba has told me from day one. I'm going to be still. And I am not going to think too hard about this, worrying about the words that I will say. I will just speak, and the words He will give to me. So I apologize up front for the no filter and the scary bedhead scars. No, actually, I don't. God made me beautiful inside and out. And I am almost 50. Every wrinkle I adore. Every scar I wear like a shield and a badge of honor. And only now can I understand why filters have even become a thing. And Botox, something I've gotten since I was in my 20s, just because it was cool. I didn't need Botox. And ultimately, I can see how both filters and Botox and makeup and even jewelry, and for a lot of people, yes, even tattoos. No, more so, even tattoos. They have very good reasons as to why God does not want us to do those things. And they have very good reasons as to why Satan even invented these things in the first place. Because ultimately now, here in these days, what I'm going to teach you, what I'm going to show you, well, those are all the tools that Satan has used to cover the truths that we are, well, myself, I have seen now for months. And I truly believe soon this entire world will start to see themselves as the veil is thinning. I can't tell you when the last time I looked in the mirror, in a photo, or just out into this world that I've seen this world the same way I did months ago. Just like Ezekiel, after experiencing the glory and being in the presence of the Lord, he was forever changed. Enoch, when he was taken up and after viewing all of the heavens and Yah himself being in the presence of the Lord told an angel, take off his garments, give him new garments, remove the old ones, the dirty ones. And it explains that when the angel disrobed Enoch, he looked down at his naked body after being in the presence of the Lord. And that is when he looked down at himself and he saw he was just like the angels he had encountered. His body was just like theirs too. I understand now what all that means. I do. And if you've been in my lives, then you know. You've seen thousands and thousands of people have seen now for themselves after spending weeks, if not months, well, from October 8th, after God showed me that I had unknowingly taken 6 photos of his throne, of him. Me sitting stationary and still in one spot, but every one of the photos, you can see he and his chariot and all of his angels, and even the hand lifted up with a very detailed fingernails and wrinkles on his knuckles, well, they all moved in the spirit. I had captured 6 photos of it from 6 different vantage points, all while I was sitting still. A month after this, spending every second with my Yah, after he opened the heavens to me, showing me all of the beautiful things, the sapphires, the eagles, the oxes, the lions, the chariots. There's countless chariots, the angels, the eyes. Oh, there's eyes everywhere. And ornate sapphires set in silver and beautiful settings. All of the wonderful things in the heavens. All of the words. There are words everywhere in the heavens. And there are me. And there's you. And yes, there are dogs. Back it up, Auntie. You're too smart to use words like, there are me. Trust and believe that was cringe for a second, but there's a reason I said it that way. And it's going to be one of the biggest, most vital. It's going to be detrimental for you to understand this. Not only are you up there in a chariot with your name on it, it's beautiful, with Yeshua right by your side, smiling and laughing and flying with the other angels, but you are other places, my friend, simultaneously as well. And ultimately, by the time I end sharing this testimony, blowing this trumpet, and explaining everything I have seen, learned, and tried to figure out, I really hope that you understand what I'm trying to explain to you by the end of this, because again, I truly believe time is running out. There are multiple dimensions. There are. The spirit realm is very real. And all of these dimensions are right here. There is a veil between us. There are people like me that are able to see beyond the veil, like I have my whole life. Ooh, what I saw was just a sliver, yo. I have been knee-deep in the entire spirit ever since, well, I guess I have to say October 8th. And right at the tippy top of these is the beautiful stuff. It is Yah. It is the highest of heavens. And that is where the best version of you is. Be the best version of you. That's a weird thing to say. Also, I hate to ruffle feathers. Words that just keep playing through my mind. And after I share this truth with you, with what I found about my own body after spending time with Yah, you will understand why those words don't stop looping through my noggin. In the different realms, there are different versions of you. From the top to the bottom, it goes good, bad, really, really bad. What I will teach you is what the devil doesn't want you to know is, yes, that monster under your bed has been very real. It's just that nobody ever taught you that monster. It very well might have been a version of you.